it now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the fourth. Setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 57 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Partner, a tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. They'll look to throw. Turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down, here's Wright.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure to it. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Baker. And that is incomplete.
Touchdown there to give him some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out, pushing his way through. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Running free at the 45. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's game 1. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to win it in overtime. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They go right back to White here on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mayfield this time. Inside courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in. The Bucs try it on fourth down to come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage. A little something extra in his repertoire.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
52-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good.